I consider content creators like myself to be obligated to provide this sort of evidence in most cases. My opinion is not worth more than anyone else's, but it's undeniable that it has much more influence.
Where do I begin?
Well,
I would say that
Jesus,
it's
how to
worth a lot
fucking-
less than everyone else's.
How to fucking
Opinions
undercut
are
your
worth it.
channel 101.
I mean,
What, to-
opinions are worth more
What,
or
to
less
puff your
depending
chest
on what
up,
they
Rags?
are.
Is that like to be like?
Oh, fucking shit. Man.
That's
wow.
not right. That's like, how can, I mean, for example, if a climate scientist, his opinion matters more than mine on the subject of climate because he knows more than me. So yeah, it is worth more.
I mean, gee,
And with
wow.
the subjective again, which is, it depends on what your qualifier
Right.
is.
It's like now you have to take the position to your audience that like what is your audience paying for then? If your opinion isn't worth more than anyone else's, what are they paying you for?
Undeniable that it has much more influence. My videos on Fallout 4 get so many views that just today, more people will listen to me speak my opinions on that series than most people will be listened to about anything in their entire lives.
That's going on the fucking list.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just, dude, when you redrafted and read that out, you should have noticed how much you were sucking your own wing wang right there.
I don't think I have ever seen or heard a more pretentious thing in my entire life.
there is okay. So
That ego is the size of Mount Everest.
Mount Doom. It's like, Jesus
so
Christ.
Joseph, there is a right way and a wrong way to accept the fact that you have a large audience. This is not the right way.
Jesus Christ. Like,
Oh man, this
that's,
is not the right
you
way.
can guarantee that will be in my April Fool's video.
And you know, if any of us said that in our videos, unironically, we would get the shit ripped out of us.
It's
I would
just,
expect it. That's a really.
how did he say it with his dick in his mouth? Like, I don't. How did he, like,
Because
the
he's got a
tongue-
little dick.
Come on, Joe. Like, just why did you say
That
that?
is so unbelievable. I can't even believe he said that.
Just today, more people will listen to me speak my
I
opinions
almost
on
want to
that series.
apologize to Eric Taxon, but I'm not going to do that.
This script of this video is the writing equivalent of Eric Taxon's face.
Well,
That's another
hey,
piece of
in
deep lore.
fairness, Joseph Anderson does have like a striking resemblance to Wormtail from Harry Potter.
Fallout
Yeah.
So his own face kind of substitutes for it.
4
I'm
gets
glad
so
I'm
many
handsome.
views that just today, more people will listen to me speak my opinions on that series than most people will be listened to about anything in their entire lives. Presenting
So he's got a Fallout 4 video, I guess, and just
He
today.
thinks that in one day, more people have listened.
It doesn't even matter if it's true, Joe. It doesn't matter if it's true. It's so.
I mean, like
oh,
I said,
jeez.
there's a right way and a wrong way to let your audience know that you understand that you have a large audience, and you can accept that with the level. Maybe you say, like, I feel like with this audience and you guys supporting me, and you guys empowering me with this, with being an audience of mine, that I should speak truthfully and that I shouldn't mislead you, and stuff like that, and that I shouldn't waste it. And that I should, accept responsibility, whatever you want to say, do your thing. But like, damn, son, like you only have that because we're here.
Yeah, like, just humble. Keep it
man.
even slightly
you can
humble,
even-
please.
You could just say, like, just because I've got a large number of subscribers, just on a daily basis, more people are gonna hear the things that I say than perhaps people who watch me, that's just a statement. As opposed to saying in their entire lives, they're not gonna get it listened to as much as you did in one day. That's not the right thing to say.
And like, he's so out of touch that he was like, yeah, that makes sense for me to say. That's fine. Just like,
Man, what if a bigger YouTuber than you that comes along and says, Joseph Anderson, That little pipsqueak nobody. No one listens to that faggot.
Oh, you can't say that. You can't talk to him if you say that. Don't say that, right?
Hey, look, I haven't insulted him at all.
Because
so
when I said that, I was speaking as a hypothetical of somebody else.
Yeah, he was quoting. He wasn't insulting him.
I was quoting as a hypothetical. It's
That's
like
true,
once you measure yourself and your worth in that way, somebody else might come along and say, "Oh yeah, well your views aren't anything compared to mine."
I should have done that. When he complained, I should have said it wasn't an insult. I was making a subjective view on subjective. I should have just said subjective. It's subjective that it's an insult.
A list of unsupported opinions would not just be less interesting, it could also be harmful to how people view things, since they may take my words on faith without any evidence to properly judge whether they agree with me or not. This can
wait. They'll take what I say at faith, even if they don't have any evidence that.
You're saying that's a potential, I guess.
Well, it's redundant.
It would be like if us four released videos saying that Fallout 76 is amazing, and we don't even have evidence. We just say it's amazing. There's some people out there who go, "Well, if they say it's amazing."
Oh, okay. Yeah, I trust Rags when he talks about things, so it must be amazing because generally Rags has good opinions on.
And so Joseph unwittingly identifies the issue with his horror video.
It's interesting. It could also be harmful to how people view things.
It is harmful to the horror genre that you told everybody that it's not scary because it's broken that you're a superhero in it. You fucking rab.
Since they may take my words on faith without any evidence to properly judge whether they agree with me or not. This can lead to groups of people repeating information about something that they don't fully understand because they trusted an unsupported source.
What, you mean like the horror games genre? Because you told them that it doesn't.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have done that because it was subjective and they just didn't realize.
Should I get I'm looking for a good horror game. Should I get Soma? Well, Soma's not a horror game. Oh, okay.
Go get Mario. That might be a horror.
The Doom is scary, so it's a horror game.
No, that's that. Who was that for? That was like Pat. That was that Klepek? He wrote that article about Doom.
Oh, right.
No, God, was that Grayson or who wrote that?
Who?
It's hard to keep track of all the tisms.
Someone wrote an article about 2 years later I could finally visit Doom because I could stomach the violence, and so some soy boy.
What?
There's some soy boy fucking game journalist.
Jesus.
It's like Nathan Grayson.
Joseph Anderson isn't really a critic. He's not scary. Somebody in the comments said that.
Of people repeating information about something that they don't fully understand because they trusted an unsupported source. And maybe that's what some mistakenly believe is happening when there aren't enough, in my opinion.
That's what some people mistakenly believe what is happening.
That clip just perfectly encapsulates Fallout in a nutshell. That just running around and punching something until you die.
Man.
No, that doesn't have anything to do with the
it's okay.
substance.
It represents
of the video,
Joseph's video.
Tags throughout an article.
Just punching an immovable force.
I don't think that's the case.
Oh wait, let me
throughout an article. But I don't
now
think
it's
that's
the beginning of Mass Effect 2. We just came here from Fallout 76 where I died after punching a robot. I hope you're following along.
It makes sense. Shut up. God.
And maybe that's what some mistakenly believe is happening when there aren't enough, in my opinion, tags throughout an article. But I don't think that's the case. We're all intuitive enough to know when something is an opinion even if it isn't being formally presented as such.
Yeah, because subjectivity is implied, and that's why you had to make this video. You've proven yourself wrong on that one.
It's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? It's implied, but you had to tell people that.
Yeah, that's the funniest name for a video.
If I say Soma fails as a horror game, then it's easy to understand that I don't think that everyone who enjoyed it as a horror game was somehow wrong.
So why say it?
Saying that Soma fails as a horror game is not the same as Soma is not a horror game.
Apparently, the idea is that like he's gonna talk about what it means, and then you end up saying, "Why didn't you just say what you meant?" You know, the idea that he's like, "Soma is not a horror game." What does that mean, Joseph? It means it didn't scare me. Why didn't you say that, Joseph? well, then you just fucking lost because
it's okay to say I should have been more clear. I should have clarified. What I mean to say is X.
he should have gotten off his high horse.
He still seems really defensive over it when all he could have said.
I can't believe he's still pushing that it was the correct thing to say. It's like, Joseph, do you know how language works? Like, that was it fueled me to complete my series on Soma, because I was like, you're fucking lying to people.
Yeah, people are pointing out the stuff that's happening in the background rarely has anything to do with what he's saying, you know? And it's always swapping around to something else. It's like, I hate it. It bugs me.
Well, I mean,
someone in the chat said, then you are lost.
Joseph's not Anakin. He's not, not that badass. He didn't get burned, turned into Darth Vader.
At least Anakin was attractive.
The horror game was somehow wrong and didn't understand their own feelings. It's simply an opinion without the tag, just as we're all also intuitive enough to recognize when something is being dismissed as an excuse.
Yes, we're all intuitive enough to recognize it, and that's why you keep telling us we're not getting it. Like, throughout this whole video, how do you make this ending to this video? This is, like, completely at odds with everything you've just said.
Without the tag, just as we're all also intuitive enough to recognize when something is being dismissed as an excuse to not directly answer the points being brought up. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, and this growing number of people complaining about this issue really do need to have an indication that it's an opinion in every sentence.
Did you catch that, guys?
That's not what they're asking.
Yeah, that's another one to put in the list.
Beautiful. Sums up his whole opposition.
Maybe my audience really is that stupid.
That probably bothers me the most out of all of them, because he's almost human, right there. He's nearly there. He says, "Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're right. Maybe they are really stupid." And it's like, man,
no.
Your April Fool's video is going to be like the greatest thing.
References to everything.
Alright.
It's over, Anakin. I have the implied.
What was that? Sorry.
It's over, Anakin. I have the implied ground.
Oh, I get it.
This issue really do need to have an indication that it's an opinion in every sentence. It makes me recall that saying, if everyone is special, then nobody is. Can't you do the same for opinion statements? If every sentence needs one, can't we all agree that most of them don't?
But not every sentence needs it. Sometimes you say...
It's assuming...
Like if I say this game...
God, Joseph, listen to yourself.
If I say this game doesn't work, the input, like, it doesn't respond to player input, you fall through the ground, that's bad. I don't need to say in my opinion. It's bad.
You
Definitely
underestimate my subjectivity.
Don't try it. And then he hits publish on subjectivity is implied.
You were the chosen one, in my opinion.
Ian says in the chat, Joseph just engineered a situation that no matter what, only he can be the correct one.
Oh, that pretty much sums this up. Yeah, he's
Ian pretty
Which
much
is hilariously ironic, considering it's called subjectivity. It's
Joseph
all about
response theory.
subjectivity.
That is Joseph response theory. Frame your response in a way that no matter what could possibly happen, you could not be wrong.
That's great. That's really good.
I think that the occasional reminder throughout an article is enough. In my opinion, anyway. Thank you for watching.
Oh wait, let's make sure we caught that ending properly, because that's the end of the video.
Can't you do the same for opinion statements? If every sentence needs one, can't we all agree that most of them don't? I think that the occasional reminder...
That doesn't even make sense. If every sentence needs them, then can't we agree most of them don't? Like, no.
If they need them,
no. That's not what need means.
Enough. In my opinion, anyway. Thank you for watching.
At least he thanked us for watching after the fucking cavalcade of condescension.
God, I hope I never... Jesus Christ, I hope I never behave like this to my audience.